Hello everyone, this is Wendy from Wendys Tarot. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be doing a collective reading, taking a look at the current energies between you and your person, whoever it is that you are connecting to and dealing with in love. All right, let's get started. Just as a reminder, these are general readings. They might not resonate for everyone, but if it resonates for you, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. Keep in mind, roles can be reversed sometimes in these readings. Oh, wow. Jeez. All of these cards just kind of flipped over. All right. All right, let's get started. Cards want to come out already. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Spirit, angels, and guides, what are this person's current feelings for the collective? Whoever it is that the collective is currently connecting to and dealing with in love, please. What are this person's current feelings for the collective? All right, first card we have here is the Four of Wands. We also have the Seven of Wands. And we also have the Six of Wands. Wow, lots of wands here. Fire sign energy. Could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. Yeah, you know what it is? I feel like someone's coming toward you very like confident and proud. And bold. Yeah, someone's coming toward you confident, proud, and bold. And I feel like it's not impressing you. Collective. I feel like you're kind of in this energy of, you know, who do you think you are? The president? You know? Who do you think you are? Some sort of, you know, high-level celebrity? The king, the queen? You don't like this person's confidence. You feel like this person is overstepping boundaries. Or you don't like their boldness. Yeah. You don't like their boldness, their confidence and boldness. You feel like they're overstepping boundaries. Well, it kind of looks like this person wants a relationship with you here with the Four of Wands. And yeah, they do feel like they can pull it off. They do feel like this is something they can pull off. Okay, let's clarify. Let's look at the Seven of Wands. Tell me about the Seven of Wands, Spirit, please. Connected to the collective. I'm gonna shuffle twice. This person definitely left a bad taste in your mouth because I'm already noticing that. Yeah. Something they did, something they said definitely left a bad taste in your mouth. Their attitude is definitely rubbing you the wrong way. Their confidence, I keep getting that. Their confidence and their boldness is definitely rubbing you the wrong way. Clarify the Seven of Wands. All right, so we have the World card here. Tell me more, Spirit, about We also have the Lovers in the reverse. And we also have the Strength card in the reverse. Oh, okay. Well, no wonder then. So you feel like this is a cycle that you closed with the World card. This is, you feel like this is a connection that you severed ties with. And I feel like this is how this person made you feel with the Strength card in reverse. They made you feel like they weren't respecting you. They weren't taking you seriously. Actually, I want to know what this means because I hate guessing. Let me just figure out exactly what this means. I'm going to use a different deck. Let me use this deck over here. Let me just exactly pinpoint what the Strength card means for you. Tell me about the Strength card in reverse, Spirit, for the collective. In what way is the collective experiencing the Strength card in reverse? In what specific way? Okay, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so undervalued. Queen of Cups. Your feelings weren't important to them. And also the Five of Wands as well. Okay. You're an option. There's competition. Your feelings don't matter. And definitely a lack of consistency and a lack of commitment on their part. You didn't feel like they were truly committing themselves to you, taking you seriously, exclusive with you. This is pretty bad. No wonder you're having a strong reaction here. Like, this is pretty bad. Like, this person definitely messed up your emotions here with the Queen of Cups and the Five of Wands. Like, they really affected you emotionally speaking, and definitely they affected your, your sense of self-worth, your self-confidence, your self-esteem, or your sense of self-worth, making you feel lesser than you are, making you feel unimportant, not valuable, like what you need doesn't matter. Your needs don't matter. How you feel doesn't matter. It's only their needs and how they feel what matters. That's what matters, not you. So it's kind of like a feeling of neglected, feeling completely neglected. And emotionally disrespected. Okay, so that's pretty bad. I don't know why this person's coming toward you this way then. Let's take a look at the Four of Wands. Let's see. Spirit, tell me about this Four of Wands energy, please. Yeah, by the way, you were definitely very emotionally attached to this person, or emotionally, you were deeply connecting to this person. You definitely, put your trust in this person at some point, and you feel betrayed. I also feel like you're kind of mad at yourself is what I'm noticing about you, collective. You're kind of upset and mad at yourself as well for 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 being overly giving, overly generous, you know. Um, yeah. Yeah, for being too open with them or too receptive to them. So I do feel like you do seem to be kind of upset and angry at your own self. Yeah, you really thought this person was going to be the one for you. Yeah, you really thought this person was going to be the one for you, or you really thought this person was going to like um, build with you and have a serious relationship with you. So you're very disappointed, I would say, very disappointed. Yeah, overall, you just feel like this person didn't appreciate you, didn't see your value, didn't see your worth. Um, just like a lack of love, I would say. An overall lack of love and respect on their end towards you. Okay. Unconditional love also is what I'm getting. A lack of unconditional love. Clarify the Four of Wands spirit connected to this individual. So we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I just said that right now. Ace of Cups in reverse is kind of, for me, is a lack of love, which is, that's what I said. Okay, a lack of love. Tell me more about the Four of Wands. Yeah, we have the Page of Wands. Oh, interesting. This person is definitely aware. They're aware that they didn't give you the love that you deserved. They didn't give you the love that you should have received from them. The love that you're fully worthy of. And they do definitely want to have a talk with you with the Page of Wands. Tell me more about this Four of Wands connected to this individual's spirit. Yeah, we have Temperance. So this person wants to have a talk with you with the Page of Wands. They want to have a talk. And Temperance is basically telling me that they want to reconcile with you for some of you. And also this can just represent heal, a healing energy. They want to heal the damage that has been done. Yeah, this person's definitely saying here that you're right. Yeah, they're definitely how do you say that? They're saying that you're right. They're agreeing with you. Yeah, this is kind of like an energy of you know, you're right, collective. I didn't love you, you know, the way you deserve, you know. I wasn't there for you. I didn't respect you. I didn't nurture the relationship or the connection that we had with each other. You know, I neglected you. I disappeared. I left you, or I just, what is this person saying? Give me a second. I want to figure out what exactly are they saying. Yeah, let me see what exactly are they saying, because I want to be more, I like to be very specific in my readings. Tell me about the Page of Wands, Spirit. Oh, we have the King of Wands. Okay. Okay. I see now. Yeah, they're not saying anything specific. That's what it is. That's what's going on here. Yeah, they're not thinking anything specifically on their own independently, from their own independent thinking. They're more so, what do you call it? Like they're just bouncing back whatever it is that you're throwing at them. So if you say that you feel that you felt neglected, then they're just bouncing it back to you. Like, yeah, that's true. I did neglect you. I'm sorry. You're right about that. It's my fault. If you say that, they made you feel undervalued or disrespected, then they're just bouncing that back to you. You're right. I did undervalue. You're right. I did disrespect you. I was wrong. Whatever you say, basically. I feel like that's kind of their energy. Whatever you say. Like whatever it is that you feel disappointed you or hurt you, then, their response is going to be yes. Yes, that's true. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I did. You're right. I'm wrong. I'm sorry. This is making me feel like this person's like extending out an apology to you, but it doesn't feel like a genuine apology, because it doesn't feel like an apology that's coming from, them, like I said, from their own independent mind, from their own independent emotions. It's more so an apology that matches, that they're intentionally matching to whatever it is that you're hurt about or disappointed about. I don't feel like they necessarily agree with you. They're more so just agreeing to just agree, Yeah, they're just agreeing with you for the sake of just agreeing with you, just to kind of get over this hump. Yeah, just to get over this hump or this bump in the road here. This kind of obstacle that is limiting their access to you. Okay. I see. What is this Six of Wands? Let's take a look at that. Spirit, what can you tell me about the Six of Wands energy, please? Connected to this person. We get one shuffle. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay. We also have the Ace of Swords And we also have the high priestess here. Interesting. So this person's definitely like keeping some sort of secret here with the high priestess and the ace of swords in reverse. There's something that they're keeping hush hush. There's some sort of piece of information that they're retaining, that they're hiding, that they're keeping to themselves because they don't feel like they don't feel like it would be convenient for them to communicate that to you. Okay. Yeah, this person feels like it's better if they just keep that to themselves. It's better if they don't share that with you. It's better if they just, maintain that information a secret. Okay, well, now I want to know because I'm definitely nosy. So, what is it? I don't know what it is. I don't know if the cards will show me, but I'll try. Let's see. Spirit, tell me about the High Priestess to the Ace of Swords in reverse. Hold on. Yeah, I do feel like there's another person here. Definitely. I do feel like there's some sort of third party. It's nothing serious though. It's definitely nothing serious. They're not in any type of serious relationship with this third party. They could just be simply talking to them. Nothing more. Clarify High Priestess to the Ace of Swords, Spirit. Yeah, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. I got it. All right. Tell me about this Queen of Wands in reverse. Let me just make sure here. High Priestess and Ace of Swords to the Queen of Wands in reverse, Spirit, please. Yeah, Three of Cups. Okay, so I already said that. Like I said, there's definitely some sort of third party here that they're entertaining, that they're, talking to, mingling with. But they don't really see much potential between them and this third party here. They don't really see it going anywhere. They feel like the connection is dying at this point. They feel like it's starting to like they're starting to talk less and less to this person, to this third party, and the connection is fading away, and they're about ready to just kind of let it go. So they don't really want to tell you about that, is what I'm getting. They don't see the point of telling you about this other person that they've been talking to and entertaining briefly, is what I'm getting. Temporarily. But the other thing that I feel like this person feels like they need to avoid telling you about is the fact that they want to stay single. Yeah, this person wants to stay single. They don't want to get into a serious relationship with anyone. They want to stay single, but they also want to continue exploring their options and playing the field. However, I feel like this person is tired, I feel like they're a little bit tired, and it's like they want to take a break. They were just talking to someone here, and they had this other connection, and they thought initially like it was going to go somewhere, like you know not in regards to like go somewhere, in regards to like commitment, because this person wasn't trying to have a committed relationship, but they thought it would you know turn into a long-term relationship where they could have fun with that person, have fun and have a good time. But for whatever reason, it turns out that it's not playing out the way they were hoping it would play out. um, I don't know why. I'm not really gonna get into it, but for whatever reason, it's just not. They're not clicking. They're not. It's not gelling between them. The energy is not gelling. The vibration is not there. Let me just ask, what happened with this connection, or what's happening with this connection, this third party? Why is it dying? What's the reason? Oh, we have the Hermit card. That can represent like a ghosting energy. So there's not consistent communication between them. That's what's causing them to um, fall apart. Yeah, so the chemistry is yeah, there's a lack of chemistry, specifically in regards to like communication between them. So they don't really have much in common, in other words. They don't have much in common with each other, and they find themselves ending up in this awkward silence type of situation. Yeah, awkward silence because they don't really have much in common, so there's not much to talk about, or they feel like there's not much to talk about with each other, or they just have a different style of communication that doesn't doesn't connect. Okay. So anyway, that's that. So that's out of the picture basically. But the other thing, like I said, that they're not telling you is that they want to be single. They want to continue being single. They're not interested in establishing a serious relationship with you, collective, but they don't feel like that would benefit them to tell you that. It wouldn't be convenient for them to tell you that, because it kind of looks like this person wants to reconcile with you and reconnect with you, because you're someone who's familiar to them. Um, but I also feel like they look at you as someone who's special, like you're not like the rest. You're not like the rest of the women out there, or you're not like the rest of the men out there. They look at you as someone who's special, someone who has a lot of worth and value, someone who they can trust, and they feel really comfortable with you, is what I'm getting. They feel really comfortable with you, and I also feel like they get a lot of peace from you. Yeah, you bring them an energy of peace. So they really want to repair the bridge between you and them, because they want to experience that comfort that they felt with you previously. But again, they're not really looking for a serious relationship. The problem is that I feel like this person is going to give you that impression, or they're going to make it seem like, like they are here with you to try to build with you and to try to, establish a meaningful and stable and serious relationship with you, with the Four of Wands. You know, it's the way they're approaching you. It's not genuine. It's not honest. It's manipulation more than anything. Yeah, it's manipulation. It's them just trying to like get their needs met, is what I want to say. Get their needs met, their own personal needs met at your expense. Yeah, it's very unfair for you, is what I'm noticing here. This is a very unfair dynamic and a very unfair relationship, or connection here that you have with this person, and you already know that. Yeah, you already know that. It kind of looks like you already took the steps to to close out this cycle between you and them, but they're not giving up. So, what actions will this person be taking towards the collective moving forward, please? Yeah, this person definitely takes advantages. Sorry. This person definitely takes advantage of your vulnerabilities, is what I'm noticing here. They take advantage of your vulnerabilities. How are you vulnerable, by the way? I'm just curious. Let me just clarify that real quick before I continue, just to get the most information here. I think you all appreciate that. Tell me about this Queen of Cups. Yeah, Strength card in the reverse again. Wow, for the second time. Yikes. This is how you're vulnerable? Do the Strength card in reverse. You know, it's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so this is something common, you know. Many people go through this, but you know, Strength card in reverse can represent you struggling with, you know, having the self-confidence that you should be having, you know. Having that strong self-confidence, that strong sense of self, that strong recognition of your own self-worth. It's lacking, you know. It's a little bit weak. It's a little bit fragile. Okay, well, you know, that happens to many people. But I just feel like this person takes advantage of that. This person kind of psychologically plays games with you, and I feel like they're making themselves out to be more important than they actually are, you know? Um, they're not the prize here. You're the prize. You're showing up as a Queen of Cups, male or female, doesn't matter the gender, which is at a higher level than the King of Wands, at a much higher level. So basically what that's telling me is that you're the prize here. You're the prize to be won, not them. But they're making themselves out to be, or to seem like they're the prize. And like you need them, you know? You need them. But you don't need them. The reality is that you don't need them. So if there's any insecurity within you, which, you know, happens to many, it's like if there's something that you don't like about yourself, then I feel like this person's gonna, you know, take advantage of that. Like if, for example, if you're insecure about your hair or your body, you know, or the way you look or anything like that, this person's going to like use that to manipulate you into feeling like you need them because they're the only person who's going to want you. When that's not true, there's tons of people that are going to want you, you know. You might feel like you don't like a specific thing about yourself, but there's tons of people out in the world that would absolutely love it, you know? That would see you with beauty, even if you don't see yourself with beauty, you know? Okay. Yeah, they're not the only person here that would desire you, you know. And I feel like that's something that you have to like recognize. You're someone who can be desirable to tons of people. You just you know haven't met that right person yet. But yeah, they're not the only one who would want you, because I feel like that's what they're trying to insinuate here. All right, what actions will they take towards the collective moving forward, Spirit, please? Yeah, you are lovable. There's a card that says that you're lovable and worthy of love. And with the right person, they're going to find you, you know, perfect. Through their eyes, you're going to be perfect. All right, so looking at their actions, we have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, they are going to extend themselves out to you, and they're going to try to make it seem like they just want to be your friend, or like, you know, they just want to like have a friendly conversation with you, and have a friendly reunion with you. But this is someone who wants a lot more than that. They're just kind of trying to like be smart here. They're trying to get through your defenses in a clever way, in a calculative way, because they know that you're defensive. They know that you're guarded. So, you know, they're being strategic with how they play their cards, is what I'm getting. Anything else, Spirit? We have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, you know, I feel like this is the effect that this person has on you. This person really like messes with your mind. They mess with your emotions. You know, they cause you to feel anxiety and stress. So that's something that I feel like you need to remind yourself, you know, that this person has a really negative effect on you. And if you let them in, you're just going to continue experiencing this level of stress and discomfort, because I don't see any indication that this person is someone who has good intentions with you, someone who's honest, someone who is here for the right reasons. I'm not seeing that at all. So whatever you've already experienced with them would be what you would continue to experience with them. Okay, so that's just kind of like a heads up. So I hope this reading helped you in some way, collective. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. All right, bye guys. Take care.